Thanks for watching RMUColonials.com. Time to catch up with a member of the Colonials women's lacrosse team at 4-2, heading into a road weekend at Niagara and at St. Bonaventure. I'm Gajtka from RMU Sports Information, and my guest this week is junior midfielder from Wexford, PA, just up the road, Britt Byerly. Britt, thanks for the time.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you joining us. Looking back at so far the season to date, I mentioned the 4-2 record, also a 4-game winning streak involved in that, and then a setback at Oregon this past week. What would you say has been a positive so far that's helped your team get to where you are in the standings and as far as the record goes?
To where we've been in the standings, I think a big thing has just been the team's motivation as a whole. Like, everybody just has that one goal. We want to win NECs, so everybody's doing all it takes. Sure, everybody's had like some stressful times, but we've been pushing together like as a team just to get through and just get to that one goal, which is NECs in the end.
You were an all-NEC performer as a freshman. Led the team in goal scoring, and you're right back near the top again this year after coming back from a pretty rough injury. What was it like recovering from that, going through last year, having to sit out first of all had to be tough over the second half of the season, and then getting ready to go this year? How was the process, and how did you overcome all that adversity?
It was definitely a really emotional and mentally, like, it kept pushing me mentally, but it definitely made me stronger in the end, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I basically just worked towards the goal of, I kept telling people I'm going to make the Adrian Peterson comeback of the year. But once I got back, I'm still even working with my PT on strengthening and getting back. And so I just want to make a big comeback, and setting out, it killed me, but it taught me a lot of things being on the sidelines.
Your coach, Katie Phillips, calls you an all-around midfielder, but you clearly have a gift for putting the ball in net. You scored over 90 goals in your final season, your senior year at Pine Richland, and you've really kept up a similar pace here at the collegiate level. What all goes into creating goals for you?
I'm like to just be a team leader, like on and off the field, and that requires putting in some goals here and there. It requires being that all-around midfielder and just seeing the field. So just being a good leader, that requires, like, it's staying on and off the field, taking control, having people trust me. So that same thing, just going to goal and taking those risks, taking those shots. Some days I'll be off, like I was in Oregon, but you know, I've got to shoot to score. Exactly.
Well, looking back at all the goals you've scored this season and the ones I've seen in person, the one against Duquesne up at Teal College in the opener, the behind-the-back goal, we have it on YouTube. We've shared it on the social media for the team. How did that situation arise, and is it something you've done before?
Well, I remember in that game, it was my first game back, and I was so excited to score my first goal back. And I shot like 3 or 4 times already. Each one missed, and I was just getting frustrated. So then I was like, all right, here we go. I'm going to wing it. And I went up, and I just kind of happened, shot it behind the back. And I got really nervous at first. Thank goodness it went in, because otherwise Katie would have killed me. But yeah, I've been practicing it in practice, so.
Okay, so it's something you've done before?
In practice, yes.
Practice.
Never in a game.
All right, well, maybe save that for later. Last question for you today. As we head toward the latter half of the non-conference schedule, you mentioned winning NECs is the team's primary goal, but as a leader, as one of the more veteran members of this team and one of the leading scorers, how do you go about just trying to keep the team where it needs to be, I guess, emotionally, physically, tactically on the field?
It's really just taking it day by day, practice by practice. I mean, we had a 7 a.m. practice this morning. Nobody likes to get up, but you got to push yourself, and pushing yourself will help push the team and show an example to what we got to do. And just same thing, going out in the games and pushing for everything we got in the games as well.
That's Britt Byerly. Until then, good luck on the road trip. Thanks again.